What's going on, YouTube? This is probably going to be my last video on the update of the P0011 code. I did, my tranny went out. I took out the transmission to rebuild it. While I was waiting for parts to come in the mail, I took the engine out. I don't know why, but just because, maybe to refresh it. I was curious to look at the cam bearings, so I took it out. I took the whole engine apart, everything. I stripped it down, cleaned it up. I replaced the cams. I replaced the camshaft. I replaced the cam bearings, the main cap bearings, crank bearings, all the bearings that this truck takes. I've replaced them all. I didn't do any clearances. I didn't check any clearances because everything was stock. All the bearings looked in great condition. No scoring on them. I got 190,000 miles on this truck. Yesterday, my temperature gauge was in the center, and it'll go up to like between half and the 3/4. And if I start driving, it'll go right back to normal, right? So this morning I changed the thermostat. Filled everything back up. I let it idle. I revved it to 2,500 RPM for about 5 minutes. I went back, topped it off, and the needle hasn't budged. So as far as the temperature yesterday, it was hitting 228, 222, 223. The engine coolant temp. You see right now, normal at idle, 208. Been driving for the last 45 minutes. Everything is running great. No P0011 code hasn't came back yet, or the stability track light, which I think the P0011 code was setting the stability track light to come on. Yeah, so I think the culprit was the cam bearings, because I had did the cam. No, I did the timing phaser, the components for the timing. I did the updated melting oil pump, the chain, the tensioners, the pickup tube. I changed the O-ring on the pickup tube, and the P0011 code always used to come back. So, I think the culprit was the cam bearings. The cam bearings were a little shiny at the bottom, and they were all rough on the top. The second cam bearing, it had grooves, like it was eaten into the cam already, and the edge of the bearings were chipped off. Yeah, I mean the cam looks good. Everything that I took off the engine, there was nothing that caught my eye. It's like, oh. So I put new lifters in because I already had them. New bearings, like I said. I didn't check any clearances. Engine runs great. There's no ticking. There's no knocking sound. Everything is working perfect. So I just wanted to give an update on that P0011 code. I have received quite a few messages for that code also. But the only thing that I can point to, like I said, was the cam bearings. This one is next, right here. These are all my toys. Socket over there. But yeah, guys, I'm happy. I hope that code doesn't come back on. you guys got any questions, I rebuilt the transmission and the engine on this car. Oh, look at that, a funnel.